person because the seven wings have returned. Aster looks up to see his past brothers who killed him staring at him from the window, and Aster is ultimately eager to make a glorious social debut. They are in an era where knights ruled, and might was the mastery of the blade, which was the absolute pinnacle of swordsmanship. Basically, the absolute symbol that embodied everything was none other than the wing crest. Standing on the balcony to watch the duels, Alfin talks about how overwhelming everything is. Alfin finally realizes why Furin and Flare were not interested in coming. Aster, on the other hand, can't forget how he was embarrassed during the whole thing in his past life. Alfin notices that he is lost in thought, and she calls his name to jerk him back to reality, asking if he is nervous. Alfin doesn't blame him if he is nervous because it is his first sword dance festival. Aster assures her that he is not nervous but feels nostalgic instead. In fact, everything is loathsome to him. Hifrid then tells the kids that he has to leave because he has a meeting he needs to attend. Hifrid tells Aster that he is leaving his sister in his hands, but Alfin protests, reminding her father that she is a year older than Aster. Aster teases her, telling her that she is clumsy, which is why he is in charge. Hifrid then tells Aster that there are many people his age in the gathering, and he can use the opportunity to make friends and connections. However, he whispers to him, telling him to make sure that no one finds out about the seven wings. As he walks off, Aster is left in a difficult position because he knows that what his father is asking him is easier said than done. In fact, Aster is left wondering how he is going to socialize when everyone appears to be hostile toward him. Suddenly, Alfin sees Aster walking away, and she asks him where he is heading. Aster replies that he is leaving to make some friends, and he soon arrives at where Roderick's sons are. The redhead, Dallas, asks Aster who he is, and Aster introduces himself to the dude with a smile on his face, revealing that he is his younger brother. Aster mentions that he saw Dallas from outside, and he decides to come say hello to him. Dallas is totally confused until his brother Grion explains to him that Aster is the kid adopted by the Viscount family. The moment Dallas figures out who Aster is, he starts laughing to mock him, saying he finally understands why Aster has the F initials in his name instead of the regular A initials. Aster stays mute because he can't forget how the two killed him in his past life. Aster can't believe that he was always intimidated by them in his past life, but looking at them now, he realizes that they are just a bunch of kids playing dress-up. Just then, Alfin shows up, telling Aster to leave the dudes alone. She's about to drag him away when Dallas calls her name to mock her too. He asks her if she is still hiding behind her father's back. He teases her, telling her to come over and keep them company, as if she were an escort. Alfin ultimately turns around to tell Dallas that she is not interested in whatever he is saying. She reminds Dallas that there is no master-servant relationship between the main and branch families. Alfin then proceeds to try to drag him away, even though Aster claims he is not done talking yet. Dallas decides to take things up a notch by mocking Alfin, telling his gang that Alfin's father was the knight who couldn't protect the king and had his hand cut off by Roderick as punishment. Dallas mocks her,